on the floor. Get it, girl.
You're very welcome back. This is The Cosmo with myself, Scott the Blair, here on RTE 2FM. It's part of the RTE Pulse takeover on 2FM. So if you want to get in touch with me, thecosmo at rte.ie is how you can do so. Now, it's not often remembered that there are a lot of people in the LGBT community who do have a family of their own. And because of that, there was one person in Ireland who has thought that there was a need for an LGBT parents group in Waterford, hopefully to cover the surrounding area. That is Kevin Kelly, and I have him on the phone at the moment. Kevin, you're very welcome along.
Thank you, Scott.
So tell me where this idea came from to put together the LGBT parents group.
Well, I actually attended a transgender wellbeing day in Waterford City, and back there in March, and I've actually listened to one of the transgender women talking, who was saying, like, you know, that she had children and everything else, and that her wife, like, wouldn't allow him to see the children and everything else.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, my heart sunk. Being a gay father myself to 5 children and 2 grandchildren.
Wow.
And I can see my children whenever I want. They live around the corner from me. I have a great relationship with them, and they do with me. And on my way home from the meeting, I said to my partner, I need to do something. And he turned around and said, like, what? I said, I need to set up an LGBT parent group. For us LGBT parents, like, you know. And he was great. He turned around and said, oh, that's a brilliant idea and whatever else. And I also spoke to other colleagues as well and said, like, what do you think about and everything else? They said, oh, brilliant, like, you know, there's never been one of them at all in Ireland, like, you know, and it'd be a great thing to start, like, and that's why I just started it.
Yeah, well, I think it is a really interesting idea because, you know, there are groups set up for maybe, you know, gay and lesbian, bisexual, transgender kids, or not even kids, but, you know, teenagers, even for parents of those children, but there wasn't really something for parents. So this is one thing that I do think is interesting myself, but you're based in Waterford, and have you seen much of a demand for this in the southeast?
There is quite a lot of it, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the type of feedback that you've been getting so far?
Well, like, I mean, people, like, I mean, we're on Facebook and everything, like, you know, and the amount of, like, messages and emails I'm getting and whatever from people turning around to, like, oh, it's great, like, you know, and when are you having a meeting? When can we come? When can we do this? What is it all involved in and whatever? And there's even people who have also added us as friends who are not even parents, like, you know, but it's like, it's a great thing, like, if you ever need help, we're there to help you and things like that. Like, a few weeks ago, I was actually on our local radio here in Waterford.
Wow.
And I got a message straight away from the radio show from a married lady, who lives out, like, in Tremor, who turned around and said, like, you know, it's absolutely fantastic what you're doing. She said it's great to have something like this in the southeast and actually all over Ireland as well, like. And she turned around and said, any help you want with fundraising or anything like that, she said, give me a call. And I actually thought that was absolutely fantastic, like, you know, that, I mean, she was a married woman with children herself, like, you know, who was willing to give up her time to help us.
That's fantastic. So obviously you're getting support and feedback from across the country. So you're based in Waterford. Are you intending to make this a national group, or are you just going to focus in the southeast of Ireland?
Well, no. Hopefully what's going to happen is we want other groups, if they can, like, to link in with us.
Okay.
Like, you know, like, all over Ireland, and if they want me, I can go to them and I can talk about how I got this group started and advise them on how to do a group and everything else, like, you know. And I want more groups, actually, to open up in Ireland, because, I mean, it's very hard for people to travel if they want to come to a meeting all the way to Waterford and everything else, like, you know.
Yeah, very true. Okay, well, so you have one event coming up, kind of the launch event, really, of this LGBT Parents Waterford group, and that's taking place on the 11th of May. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, it's our first ever group, our LGBT Parents group here in Waterford. Okay. It's just, like, you know, to actually talk to the people and see exactly what they want from us, like, you know, and hopefully, like, you know, that we can go on days out with them and the children and all things like that, like, you know, and get all, like, you know, LGBT parents and their children all mixed in together.
Okay, cool. So where's it taking place, or where are you meeting together?
Right, it's at the Waterford Area Partnership on the Old Tremor Road on the 11th of May at 7 o'clock.
Excellent. And if people want to find out more information, how can they do so?
Well, you can either contact me on Facebook, which is LGBT Parents Waterford, or email us at lgbtparentwaterford@gmail.com.
Excellent. All right. Well, listen, Kevin Kelly, best of luck with it. It's definitely something that hasn't really been there before. So I'd be delighted to see this taken off. And so keep in touch with us. Let us know.
Well, thanks very much.
The